Hello. So you've been thinking about putting your house on the market in the coming years and you're wanting to test the water, but you're not really sure where to begin. Hello, my name is Carol Hunsberger and I'm a realtor here in South Florida, specializing on the Treasure Coast. And today I'd like to talk about who to get to sell your home, where to find this person, and 6 questions you should ask potential realtors before you give them your business. Let's get started. First is, who do you want to sell your home? Do you want to sell it by yourself? Do you want to be what we call a FSBO, a for sale by owner? Maybe you have lots of real estate experience and you bought and sold multiple homes. Sell it yourself. It's the best way you're going to earn the most money or keep the most money in your pocket. But you have to understand that you're going to have to market your property. You're going to have to advertise. You've got to do the showings. You have to do the negotiations. You have to get them from the contract table to the closing table and understand all the legalities that go with selling a property. Well, maybe understand all that, but maybe marketing's not your thing and you don't know the best way to get your property in front of the most people. Well, maybe what you need is what we call an MLS broker. And the MLS broker, their sole job is to get your property noticed. Maybe they're going to help you get it staged, get it photographed, they get it listed on the multiple listing service, and then you pay them a flat fee. But then you do the showings, you do the negotiating, you do the contract, you get to the closing table. Again, understanding all the legalities that come with selling a property. Maybe you don't want to mess with that. Maybe you would like an experienced realtor who will help you in every stage and phase of selling your property. Well, let's say that's the route you go. And as a realtor, that's the one I'm hoping that you choose. Well, how do you find a realtor? My advice is that you interview 3 realtors, even if you already know which realtor you're going to choose. By looking at 3 and talking to 3 different realtors, they may give you one piece of advice, one idea to help sell your home that ends up being the idea that sold your home for more money and it sells more quickly. So talk to 3. Where do you find these 3? Well, the first suggestion is you want a realtor that's experienced in your neighborhood. Get in your car, drive around the block. If there are for sale signs in yards, see if it's the same name. Is the same person selling these properties? They probably have a lot of experience. Now, there are a lot of homeowners associations that do not allow for sale signs in yards. Well, the next thing would be to go online. Look at some of these real estate platforms, Zillow, Realtor, Redfin. Put in your zip code and see again if that same realtor keeps popping up. That's probably an experienced realtor in your neighborhood. The second place to find a realtor is talk to your family members, talk to friends, talk to colleagues. Ask people, do you have a suggestion of a really good realtor? These folks know you. They know someone who you would probably get along with, someone that you would work really well with. And then the third way is, it is said that everybody knows at least 3 realtors. You probably have a family member or you probably have a friend that's a real estate agent. I think you should bring them along in the interview. I think you should give them the courtesy of allowing them to vie for your business, as long as you're upfront and say, well, I'm also interviewing someone that's experienced and that's someone that was recommended by a friend. Family and friends, they've got benefits, right? But there's pros and cons. The pros is they might give you the family and friend discount, but they may not have the experience. Maybe you have a friend that just got their real estate license and you want to give them the business. Well, they may not have all that experience. You can still have them as your realtor, but just ask that during the interview phase that they bring along their broker who has experience. And then that way you'll get the best of both worlds. So now you've found the 3 people that you want to interview. What are the 6 questions that you should ask each one of them? Number 1, what's your experience? What's your experience in real estate? How long have you been in real estate? What are your strengths? What are some of your challenges in the real estate profession? Also ask them, what is your experience in selling this neighborhood? A beach community is very different than an agricultural community. Also ask them, maybe they haven't been in real estate all that long. Well, what was their previous career and what experience in that previous career, what characteristics, what attributes can they bring to this table that will make them a really good realtor? So experience is the first question. The second question we're going to ask them is, tell me how you're going to market my property, from the multiple listing service to the open houses to the professional photographer. Do they have a website? What is their digital presence? How do they look on social media? I would Google every single realtor that I was going to interview to see, are they on Facebook? Do they use Instagram? Do they make YouTube videos? But what is their presence? The more marketable your realtor is, the more marketable they're going to make your property. So how are they going to market your property? Do they understand some of the specific market conditions and what makes them, your property, stand out? The next one, how will you determine the price for my home? The most important thing you're going to do besides staging and making your home look gorgeous is setting the listing price correctly. Too high, you're going to have people that won't even come and look at your home. Too low, and you've left money on the table. So we need to have your home priced accurately. Do they use comps, comparative market analysis? Do they understand market conditions? Are we in a buyer's market, a seller's market? What are some of the trends that are going on that will help to price your home? Do they understand your home's special features? Do they know what a pool is worth in the backyard? Do they understand how much it costs to renovate a kitchen? You want a realtor that is going to be able to sell your home and know the value. Be wary of realtors that come in and they say, we can get this price. And you know there's no way that they can get that price. It's a red flag. They just want your business. And everybody at the end is disappointed. So how are you going to determine the list price for my home is the third question. Number 4, what is your communication style? How often will you be communicating with me? Weekly? Monthly? Do you send me our market analysis once a month? Do you text? Do you email? Do you call? Do you stop by? What is your preferred communication style? How are you going to know? You can notify me before showing, after showing. But just as important as it is that you know the realtor's communication style, the next question, or what you should tell them, is what is your communication style? How do you want to be communicated with? Are you a texting person, email? I want you to call me every Monday at 10 o'clock, but tell them what you prefer. If I'm your realtor, I'm going to listen to you. And that brings up the second point. What's your gut feeling about their communication skills? Are they a good listener? Do you feel like they understand what you're seeking? Do you think they know the motivation and the reasons why you are selling them? How are you going to get along? This is a relationship, and this is an important relationship, but you want it to be a profitable relationship. So besides style and how you want to be communicated with, how do you like them as a person and the relationship that's going to ensue? The fifth question, ask if they can provide references. And not only typed testimonials, that's beautiful, but you want phone numbers. You want to know that you can call these people that they have represented in the past and ask what their working relationship was about. If they can't provide a list of references, to me that would be a red flag. And then the last question, again, probably one of the most obvious questions, is what is your commission structure? Explain to me how you'll get paid. What percentage do you charge? And please remember, commission is negotiable, negotiable, negotiable. If a realtor ever comes in and says it's standard industry that it's 6%, that is not good. That is incorrect. All negotiation is negotiable. So what is your commission structure? Based on this commission, is that the list side? Are you going to be splitting your commission with a buyer's agent? Are there any other marketing fees? Do I, as the seller, have to pay for the photographer, for the stager? But what fees are going to be involved for me? I don't want any surprises. So there you have it. We've talked a little bit about who's going to sell your home. We've talked about where to find someone to sell your home. And lastly, we've talked about 6 questions that you should ask potential realtors to see if you're a good fit. It's an important decision that you're going to make whether or not to sell your home. Equally important is who's going to sell my home. It really can make all the difference in the world in a smooth, happy transaction. Thanks for watching. Take care.